Alright guys, today we're looking at the second injury report for the week. And starting off right away, Hakeem Davis-Gaither did not participate in practice yesterday. Now, here's my rundown of him, right? He's not injured enough that they're going to put him on IR. Because I think they believe he'll come back within the next couple weeks. But he did not play the last, 3-4 weeks of the season. He has, that knee is consistently becoming a problem for him. And again, did not participate in practice. It's going to just be another Devin Harper week, right? And that's definitely, it does suck because Akeem Davis-Gaither is a nice guy to have, as a rotation purposes. But if he can't play, he can't play. And it's a mess there. Good news is we did have Orlando Brown Jr., who has his groin injury. He was a limited participant in practice. This is a huge sign that he is probably going to play on Sunday. He said he's going to play on Sunday, but sometimes players say they're going to play and they don't end up playing. It really depends on how they're feeling throughout the week and the process is. But on Tuesday, he did not participate in practice at all. And we didn't really have like a heavy practice. It's just a light workout, but he was not there. And apparently it was because of his groin injury. So there was a lot of speculation, a lot of conversations like, hold up, why is he not at this practice? Is he okay? Is this groin injury worse than we think it is? We're going against Nick Bosa and that defensive line over there in San Francisco. We need every single player we can get out there, on the offensive line who is good, right? So there was some speculation. Well, now the speculations kind of went away because, again, he luckily did go ahead and participate in practice, a limited process, but he is a veteran, so there's really no reason to push him anyway. So, like, for example, if, let's say, the groin injury wasn't even that bad, but it could be bad, you could always do precautionary measures, right? So you don't want to risk re-injuring him or injuring him worse. So all three processes this week could be limited participant in process, and that might not be related to the fact that his groin injury is bad. It might literally just be precautionary, just to kind of get him, get some process in him, but, not overdo it to a point where, you're risking something else or a problem, more of a problem, right? So, next one we have here is going to go ahead and be Devin. Sorry, guys. We have Devin. Sorry, guys. My nose was just all over the place right there. We have Devin Harper coming in next at linebacker here, hamstring injury. But he was a full participant in practice. So he is, of course, the replacement for Hakeem Davis-Gaither. And he looks like he is going to be playing this upcoming weekend. So that's not really that amazingly great that he's playing. But you know what? We need bodies and we need rotation. So it's something, right? It's something at the end of the day. And then Josh, who had a toe injury, was a full participant in practice, which is awesome, for us for this Wednesday practice. Again, like I said before, keep in mind players can, peek up and join the injury list throughout the week. Or, again, players could leave the injury list depending on, how they're performing during practices and how they're feeling. So, let's talk about the 49ers because Debo's already out of this game. It's already official. He's not playing. So we're not really worrying about Debo's status because he's not going to be playing this game. Dre Greenlaw, a really good linebacker for them. He apparently had a resting the player moment on Wednesday. So you can kind of throw that out of there, right? That doesn't really matter. Brock Purdy, though, this does matter. He's in concussion protocol. Now, he did not participate in practice on Wednesday. At this moment in time, Brock Purdy is not going to be playing on Sunday. Sam Darnold will be leading the charge, and he is in line to become the starter for the 49ers in this upcoming game. Now, is there a chance that Brock Purdy could play? Based on what I understand, yes, but he has to clear the concussion protocol, and there's I think it's a 3-day test or whatever. They give you different tests every day for 3 days. And there's a whole process. I don't know exactly the process, but there's a whole process. I think technically he could play, but chances are he's not going to. I would say probably a 75-80% chance he's not going to play. Which, again, it's not like that completely gives us a free win by any stretch of imagination. Sam Darnold was very effective when he was with Carolina. And he played actually a pretty good game against Carolina with played a really good game when he was with Carolina last year. And now this year, obviously, he's with Kyle Shanahan, a coach that can make any quarterback look absolutely amazing. So I'm not really going into this game thinking Sam Darnold is a easy win or an easy player to go against. I will say that I think that, if we get pressure on Sam Darnold and we get after him, he's probably going to make some stupid mistakes and throw some interceptions and lose the game. But I think it's still going to be a tough opponent. It's still a tough quarterback to play against. We're just going to have to figure something out with Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle. If we can get those two guys locked down, we should be fine in this game. Another huge addition for them on the injury list here is Trent Williams. Did not play last week, was out the week before that. He has an ankle injury, and he did not participate in practice on Wednesday. Now, we're going to have to watch on Thursday and Friday because, keep in mind, he is a veteran player, so it's very possible that they're just kind of going precautionary with him and not trying to push him back from an ankle injury. But my guess is he will not play on Sunday. So that's going to mean, again, Brock Purdy, Debo, and Trent Williams most likely will be out this upcoming weekend. That's huge for us, but the problem is Christian McCaffrey, with his oblique injury, was a full participant in practice. He will be playing this upcoming weekend. And also, the other guy here, Flowers. He has an ankle injury, but he was also a full participant in practice. So, again, like I said, we're going to be looking at these injury updates every single day, kind of going through them, breaking them down, seeing how everything, ends up shaking out. But I will tell you right now, this is, well, yes, it's awesome to see, a team you're playing against, some of the players aren't going to be going out there and playing. You still got to go out there and play 4 quarters of football. And we have seen too many times in the past where, you go into these games, you think, oh, they don't have this guy, and you think it's an easier game. There's never an easier game in the NFL, right? Because what considered is easier game is considered a trap game. And that's games that you lose. So we still have to play against Nick Bosa and that defensive line. We still got to play against that defense that really is fully, healthy and ready to go. And yes, if our defense can shut down their offense, that would be the best thing possible, right? And I think really the game plan in this game now is get pressure on Sam Darnold, make him throw passes quickly, double cover Christian McCaffrey, make sure you lock down George Kittle, and then on offense, you got to have long drives, and you got to wear down their defense. You got to tire out their defense. And again, everything I'm saying right there is easier said than done, but that's really the game plan in this game. I said it before in the video yesterday that Sam Darnold is more mobile than Brock Purdy, and I think that is definitely a fact you have to take in consideration. But at the same time, I think Brock Purdy's a better thrower of the football than Sam Darnold is. So again, do you want a more mobile guy who really isn't crazy mobile, but a little bit more mobile? Or do you want a guy who's better throwing the football? I'll take a guy who's more mobile who can't throw the football as well. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.